This mansion was once worth $500 million, a symbol of power, wealth, and an untouchable empire. But today, it stands in complete ruin, silent, forgotten, abandoned. Its golden chandeliers now hang in dust-covered silence. Its grand hallways echo with nothing but the whispers of a fortune lost overnight. But how? How does a man go from owning a palace fit for royalty to losing everything in the blink of an eye? What dark secrets hide within these crumbling walls? Was it a tragic downfall, a betrayal, or something even more sinister? The truth behind this billion-dollar mystery will leave you shocked. Stay till the end, because what you're about to hear will change the way you see wealth forever. Meet Alexander Graves, a name once whispered in the corridors of power and printed in gold on the front pages of every business magazine. A man who didn't just dream of luxury, he built an empire of it. From private Gulfstream jets to super yachts docked in Monaco, from billion-dollar skyscrapers to this $500 million mansion, every inch of his world screamed power, wealth, and absolute success. But Alexander wasn't born into royalty. No silver spoon, no family dynasty. His story began in a tiny one-bedroom apartment where he spent sleepless nights drawing blueprints of a future no one believed he could build. He hustled, risked everything, and won. At the height of his empire, his life was a real-world fantasy. He dined with world leaders, his parties made headlines, and his every move dictated the markets. And then there was this mansion, his ultimate masterpiece. A private kingdom, gold-plated walls, a 20-car underground garage housing the rarest supercars, a helipad for midnight getaways. Every detail designed to show the world he had arrived. But here's the twist. Success is a fragile illusion. No matter how high you rise, it only takes one wrong step to fall. Imagine working your entire life to build a paradise, only to watch it crumble in an instant. That's exactly what happened to Alexander Graves. And the way it all collapsed overnight, it's a story more unbelievable than fiction. But success can be deceiving. Behind the golden gates, cracks were quietly forming. The world saw the extravagance, the luxury, the perfect life. But what the public didn't see were the silent storms brewing behind closed doors. It all began with one risky investment. The kind of gamble only billionaires can afford to make, except this time, it wasn't just money on the line. It was his entire empire. The cryptocurrency crash hit him like a freight train, swallowing billions in a single night. But that wasn't the end. No, the worst was yet to come. Legal trouble began to creep in, like a shadow, growing larger each day. An FBI investigation, whispers of tax evasion, embezzlement, the kind of scandal that doesn't just destroy your wealth, it destroys everything you've worked for. Alexander Graves, once adored by the press and the public, now found himself in the fight of his life. But the personal toll was worse. A bitter divorce fueled by years of neglect and secrets. The woman who had stood by his side through it all had turned on him. Was it the final betrayal? Or the one that pushed him into an abyss? And just when things couldn't get worse, something horrifyingly unexpected happened. A moment no one saw coming, and it shattered everything. His loyalty was tested, his trust betrayed by someone he never imagined would turn on him. The one mistake that changed everything. The mansion, the yachts, the jets. None of it mattered now. The real price of his empire was about to be revealed. But this mansion holds more than just memories. It holds secrets. Dark, twisted secrets, buried deep within its decaying walls. Some say this mansion is cursed, that it whispers stories of greed, of power, of betrayal, to anyone who dares listen. Take a look around. The shattered chandeliers, their gold now tarnished, hanging like forgotten relics of a grand illusion. The abandoned swimming pool, empty and eerily silent. Once filled with laughter and champagne, it now stands as a hollow reminder of a life lost. Every crack, every shattered window seems to have its own tale to tell, a tale no one dares speak aloud. What if I told you that this mansion was never even finished? That the final touches, the perfect finishing, were never completed, not because the billionaire lost interest, but because his money ran dry. Rumor has it the workers who were hired to finish the palace left midway through the project, unpaid, abandoned, without a single penny. Some even claim the mansion was built on broken promises and unpaid debts. But that's not all. Hidden vaults, treasures buried deep within these walls, legends, whispers of gold and priceless artifacts tucked away in secret rooms known only to a few. Could they be real? Or just another desperate attempt to hold on to the last vestiges of his fortune? And then, there's the mysterious disappearance of the man who once owned it all. Some say he vanished under strange circumstances, leaving no trace. Did he simply fade into the shadows to escape the wreckage of his empire? Or was there something far darker at play? Would you dare step inside a place where a billionaire's greatest dreams turned into the most terrifying nightmares? What if, just what if, there's more here than anyone could ever imagine? So where is Alexander Graves now? The man who once had everything, now lost to the winds of time. Some say he's fighting to rebuild his empire, quietly working in the shadows, determined to rise again. Others claim he's simply disappeared, vanishing into thin air, leaving behind nothing but the ghost of a once great fortune. After all, how do you bounce back when the whole world watches your fall? How do you rebuild when every move you make is scrutinized? Alexander Graves, once a symbol of untouchable wealth, now remains an enigma. Was he too proud to face his failure, or did he simply lose the fight for survival? The truth is shrouded in mystery. Imagine for a moment, if you had it all, the jets, the mansions, the power, the influence, and lost it overnight. Would you find the strength to fight back, to claw your way out of the wreckage and rebuild what you once had? Or would you disappear forever, leaving behind a legacy of silence? What would you do if the world watched as you fell from the top? How far would you go to reclaim what was yours? Tell us in the comments, what do you think really happened to this billionaire? Did he vanish into obscurity, or is he planning his comeback?